What's up? Samurai Jack back for part 2 of the Battle for Zendikar Booster Box. Let's get cracking. Return to Kazandu. Encircling Fissure. Halmar Tidecaller. Ugin's Insight. 3 and 2 blue. Scry X, with X being the highest converted mana cost among permanents you control, then draw 3 cards. Oh sweet, more Room. I need that for the CDC deck. Serene Steward, Pointed Crusher, Pathway Arrows, Sanctum of Ugin, a land that adds 1 colorless mana, and when you cast a converted spell with converted cost 7 or greater, you may sacrifice the Sanctum of Ugin. If you do, search your library for a colorless creature card, reveal it, put it to your hand, then shuffle your library. Also I have a mountain and another Scion token. Tajuru Warcaller, Herald of Kozilek, Royal Spout, Lantern Scout. Weird rhyme there, but 2 of anything and white for a human scout ally. When it or another ally enters the battlefield, creatures you control gain lifelink. And a foil Return to Valakut. That'll be something to show off in my landfall deck. Brood Monitor, Drana Emissary, Malkir Familiar, Defiant Bloodlord. 5 of anything into black for a vampire 4/5 with flying. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So basically that 1 enchantment card, but on a creature. At least I saved the trip to simply just get the intro pack with both Defiant Bloodlord and Feldar Sovereign. Tunneling Geopede, Blighted Fen, Ulamog's Despoiler, Woohoo! Cinderglade. One of the other rare land cycles. It's a mountain force, adds red or green to your mana pool, and as long as you have 2 or more basic lands, it enters in untapped. Otherwise, it'll enter in tapped. Akum Stonewaker, Horrible Awry, Blighted Gorge, Prairie Stream. Man, 2 lands in a row. This one is the Plains Island. When it enters the battlefield tapped, it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more lands. Ooh, and a foil Benthic Infiltrator. 2 of anything and blue, Devoid Ingest, and it can't be blocked. Just gotta move around a bit so the rares can be better shown on screen. Stasis Snare, Scythe Leopard, Ulamog's Nullifier, and a regular Feldar Sovereign. It's the Vigilance lifelink where you win if you have 40 or more life. But we already pulled the foil version from part 1. Void Attendant, Expedition Envoy, Ulamog's Reclaimer, Prism Array, 4 in blue for with Converge, remove enters with a crystal counter for each color spent on it. Then you can pay for the Rainbow to scry 3. Another good card if you want to make for the Tazri Commander deck. Bloodbraid Vampire, Blighted Steep, Corblade Roar, and Bring to Light. 3 in green-blue with Converge, Sister Library for a creature, instant or sorcery with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of colors spent. And a foil, Scour from Existence. 7 of anything to exile a permanent. Oh, and we get the octopus for the Kiora. Rising Miasma, Deathless Behemoth, Coastal Discovery, Painful Truths. 2 of anything in black for sorcery with Converge. Draw X cards at the cost of X life, with X being the number of colors. Herald of Kozilek, Chasm Guide, Bloody Cataract, Endless One. For X, you can pay, it enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters. But yeah, Bring to Light, I was trying to think of a Evanescence Bring Me to Life line to say there, but it was a bit hard to think, I guess. Catacomb Sifter, Turn Against, Pathway Arrows, Drowner of Hope. 5 of anything in blue for a 5/5 Devoid. Eldrazi with the Void. When it enters, put a Scion. Sacrifice a Scion to tap target creature. It's almost like we're now getting into opening cards that are from the intro packs. Scythe Leopard, Return to Hagra, Cryptic Cruiser, Guardian of Tazim, 3 and 2 blue for a 4/5 Sphinx with flying and landfall. When it enters the battlefield, tap creature. If it's an island, it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap, and a foil Whiptail. Mountain and Scion. But yeah, I just saw a Mythic, and I think I know what it is. But Tajuru Warcaller, Adverse Conditions, Pilgrim's Eye, and yes, Dragon Master Outcast. The 1-drop red creature that brings a dragon token that we got from Part 1. Grip of Desolation, Ondu Rising, Breaker of Armies, Serpentine Spike. 5 and 2 red, pick one target to deal 2 damage, another to deal 3, and another to deal 4, and we also got Gideon's Emblem. Now if only we can get Gideon himself in the last couple of packs. Vampiric Rites, Angel of Renewal, Jotty Offshoot, Blight Herder. 4/5 Eldrazi. When there's it's a processor, so it's the whole requires a card in exile to trigger it. Angel of Renewal, Tide Drifter, Infused with Elements, Veteran War Leader. 1 green and white for a human soldier ally, power and toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. Tap an untapped ally you control. It gains the choice of either First Strike, Vigilance, or Trample until end of turn. We are getting to the last... After this, we're getting into the last 3 packs. Royal's Retribution, Crumble to Dust. Accidentally missed the uncommon, but Wasteland Strangler. 2 in black for an Eldrazi processor. When it enters battlefield, put a card an opponent from exile back to the graveyard. It gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Though, if anything, if you look at the trailer, you can notice that this card's artwork changed from the trailer. Like, it had this little funny nose thing. I think it still does, but I don't know. Core Entanglers, Plated Crusher, Whirlwind Patroller, Desolation Twin. 10 for a 10/10. When it enters the battlefield, when you cast it, put a 10/10 token. Oh wait, I was wrong. Now we're on to the last 3. Another Warcaller, another Herald, Blight of Cataract, Exert Influence. 4 in blue. Gain control of target creature if its power is less than or equal to the numbers of colors spent. Akum Stonewalker, Zooport Cutthroat, Ruination Guide. Oh! Undergrowth Champion, 1 and 2 green, 2/2 elemental with landfall. That when a land enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on the champion, and when it's dealt damage, prevent the damage and remove a counter. Alright, last pack. Let's do this. Quarantanglers, Ulamog's Reclaimer, Pilgrim's Eye, Emeria Shepherd, and Canopy Vista Expedition. Oh! Anyways, Emeria Shepherd. Landfall. When it enters the battlefield, you may return non-land permanent. If it's a plains. But yeah, I was hoping to get an expedition, and once you know it, last pack, we got the expedition version of Canopy Vista, which is the yeah, the other land. So I think we managed to get all 5 of the Battle for Zendikar land cycle. So yeah, Canopy Vista, Emeria Shepherd, Undergrowth Champion, Exerted Influence, Desolation Twin, Wasteland Strangler, Veteran War Leader, Blight Herder, Serpentine Spike, Dragon Master Outcast, Guardian Tazim, Foil Whiptail, Drown Our Hope, Endless One, Painful Truths, Bring Me to Light, there we go, Scour from Existence, Prism Array, Feldar Sovereign, Prism Stream, Foil Benthic Infiltrator, Cinder Glade, Defiant Bloodlord, Lantern Scout, Foil Return to Valakut, Sanctum of Ugin, and his Insight, Planar Outburst, Foil Mountain, Nis's Renewal, Orn Reef Hydra, Munda Ambush Leader, March from the Tomb, Sunken Hollow, Fathom Feeder, and the Foil Sovereign, Brood Butcher, Scatter to the Winds, Foil Rampart, Kiora Master of Depths, Quarantine Field, Foil Core Blade Whirl, Angelic Captain, Foil Hedron Archive, Smothering Abomination, and the Gruesome Slaughter. Well, I gotta say, first box, for a second I thought I wasn't gonna get an expedition, but again, in the end, on the last pack, epic pull ever. See you guys next time.